Today, I'm going to talk about KPI number 2 of the Big 5. As a reminder, the Big 5 human element KPIs in the sales system are calls, appointments, tours, sales, and POSR. KPI number 2 is appointments. Appointments are the output of your first conversion. Your call to appointment ratio tells you how skillful you are at engaging your prospects over the phone and booking them in for a tour at the club. If this number is weak, your system is already broken. It's before tours, it's before sales, it's before any closing skill. So this video is about appointments as a volume KPI. I'm going to walk you through what appointments actually mean, why this KPI matters, what you should be tracking, and how to improve appointment performance properly. So let's start with the definitions. When I say appointments, I mean a scheduled visit with a named person with full contact information on a specific date at a specific time with a named staff member. Not pop in anytime, come and have a look, drop by later. Those are not appointments. If it's not in the diary, it doesn't exist. Appointments are a commitment and they are your first conversion. Just a quick note on AI and automation. Yes, modern gyms should absolutely be using AI and automation. Platforms like Keep Me AI can book appointments directly into the diary. I use and recommend them highly, and it's really powerful. And like I say, I do recommend it, but AI should support the system and not replace it. Human outbound activity still matters a lot because not every lead self-books, not every lead responds to automation. High-value sales environments still rely on conversation. Even in a digital-first world, nothing replaces a well-handled human-to-human conversation when you sell on value and not price. So this video focuses on human-created appointments supported by AI, not AI as the only engine. So where do appointments sit in the system? Appointments are the output of calls. Your first conversion is call to appointment, your call to appointment percentage. This is ratio 1 of the Big 4 ratios. This ratio tells you how effective your calls are, how well your team connects, how well they ask questions, how well they position the next step. If appointments are low, you have a call conversion problem. So why do appointments matter? Appointments control tour opportunity controls sales opportunity. Appointments are a volume gatekeeper. Low appointments cap revenue. You cannot outsell low appointment volume. When we discussed calls in our previous video, we said they are the only fully controllable KPI in the system. And that's true. Appointments, however, are semi-controllable. Now, you cannot fully control whether someone shows up or whether they buy, but you can control how many appointment attempts you make, how well appointments are positioned, how clearly the next step is explained, and how consistently appointments are offered, which makes appointments a system KPI. So when it comes to tracking, what should you be tracking? You only need 2 numbers here: amount of appointments booked and your call to appointment percentage. That's it. Everything else sits either upstream, calls, or downstream, tours. If you don't know your call to appointment percentage, you don't know your appointment performance, and this is a problem. When we set appointment targets, we follow the same methodology as when setting call targets. We work backwards. Appointment targets should never be guessed. They are worked backwards from the sales target, just like we discussed for the call target in the previous video. And here's how that works. Start with the required sales per day. Work backwards through the system. If the salesperson needs 1 sales per day, you ask, what is their tour to sale ratio? This tells you how many tours they need. Then, what is their appointment to tour ratio? This tells you how many appointments they need, and that's the daily appointment target. And then, like we previously discussed, what's their call to appointment ratio? This tells you how many completed calls they must make. More skilled salespeople need less volume to hit the same output. Less skilled salespeople need more volume. Same target, different inputs. That's why appointment targets must be individual and not generic. So what does call to appointment ratio really represent? This ratio is not just volume, it reflects speed to lead, connection quality, question quality, qualification quality, positioning quality. In simple terms, how well your team talks to people. Two teams can make the same number of calls, but one books double the appointments. The difference there is skill. So volume gives opportunity, skill multiplies the opportunity, and both matter. Many gyms get this wrong. They see low sales, they jump straight to, the team can't close, instead of asking, are we booking enough appointments? Always diagnose in order. Calls, appointments, tours, sales. Not backwards. How do we improve appointment numbers at a system level? This isn't scripting, this is about structure. First, appointments need to be framed as a professional step, not come look around, but a purposeful step in the process. People attend processes, they don't attend vague invitations. Second, outcome anchoring. Every appointment is anchored to what the person wants. Fat loss, muscle, confidence, health, structure. People don't attend buildings, they attend for solutions. And that comes down to the skill of your call. Third, clear next step language. The appointment is positioned as the next obvious step, not a favor, not a maybe. This clarity reduces the friction. And fourth, named ownership. Every appointment has an owner, someone responsible. Ownership increases care. And five, tight time commitments. Specific day, specific time. This precision increases compliance. Volume still matters. It matters a lot, even with strong skill. Low call volume will drive low appointments. Calls and appointments must be managed together. They're linked. Now, a quick note on skill development. Call to appointment performance improves dramatically when teams practice the skill, not just do the activity. Weekly role play of outbound calls improves call confidence, connection with prospects, question quality, appointment positioning, and ultimately appointment volume. Not occasionally, not when results dip. Role play, minimum weekly. Keep it short, keep it focused, and keep it specific. The teams with the best appointment ratios are not the most charismatic, they're the most practiced. Call to appointment ratio improves through volume, consistency, and skill. Now this video focuses on volume and structure. Deep skill development is covered in my book. So to summarize, appointments are the output of conversion 1, a gatekeeper KPI, a direct reflection of call quality. If appointments are weak, look at calls first. Fix upstream. Everything else becomes easier. In the next video, we're going to talk about KPI number 3, which is tours. What counts, what good looks like, and how tours convert into sales.